What is it you teach? And
I graduated from Troy with a bachelor's degree in biology and a minor in physical science.
okay,
So my first 2 years of teaching, I taught 10th and 11th grade. And then I moved down to the junior high level. So now I teach advanced 8th grade physical science. So I'm completely left-brained.
uh-huh.
So that's what I teach right now.
And how long have you been doing it?
This is my 5th year.
Okay.
Yes.
And have you been coaching
I've
during that
Yes,
period?
I've only not coached 1 year. My first year, I coached high school basketball and high school soccer, and then I've been at the junior high level. I'm teaching at Coppinville.
Okay, you're at Coppinville.
Yes,
okay.
I'm at Coppinville, so I spend my planning time up here with the girls,
Wow.
and then I drive to Coppinville, and then I'm over there for the rest of the day.
Okay, so it shows a lot of dedication and just investment. What's your background? Like, where did you start with basketball, and how'd you get involved?
Well, I grew up in San Antonio, so being from Texas, obviously basketball's a sport that we grow up with. So I started playing like CYO ball back when I was 4, and I played all the way through high school. By my senior year, I had three left knee surgeries.
Oh.
And so after that, my doctor recommended that I just didn't play competitively anymore.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of stopped then, but my passion for basketball has never changed. So because of that, when I got into education, I knew that some of the most important people to me when I was growing up were definitely my coaches. So I really wanted to follow kind of in their footsteps and be a mentor and be a coach for girls that may not have the best home support.
Yeah.
Last year, George Scott and I had a conversation about potentially coming up here to work with the high school girls. So I was fortunate enough that he brought me on board here.
Yeah. What was that conversation like? Was it something that you sought out, or did he look for you?
I think the year prior, we had kind of had a conversation about potentially coming up.
Okay.
And I think as he started to build the program, he was very active with the junior high girls as far as coming to our practices, talking with me to make sure that we're vertically aligning on skills and development things. So the more we started talking, I think we both kind of, I can't tell you who initiated it, but I feel like we both kind of just agreed that it would be a great opportunity if I was able to come up to the high school and help develop the younger girls, so we can really build the program.
Okay, cool. You said something interesting about how you wanted to be in the coaching role because of the way your coaches gave back to you.
Right.
And what is it that you kind of see or try to invest into the girls?
What I realized, and especially when I was younger, kids spend a lot of time at school. I spent a lot of time at school, whether it's sports extracurriculars or whether it's band or whether it's National Honor Society or Spanish Honor Society. We all have things going on. So of course our parents are a huge part of everyone's life, but we spend a lot of time at school. So if we can reach kids that maybe don't have, they're more they're introverted and they don't come out of their shell, this is a way that we can actually like connect with kids and build those relationships, and then prepare them not only academically, but we can prepare them for life, because not everyone's going to go to college. Some people may go straight into careers, some people may go into the military. So I feel like as a mentor, we can really tap into these kids and figure out what their interests are in order to kind of better help them for their particular future.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
thanks.
And I like that you said mentor, so that kind of encompasses it all, like teacher,
Right.
coach, mentor is like the thing that really you are.
And I
to
think
them.
I really value relationships with kids because it's not always going to be easy conversations. There are going to be times when kids struggle. There are going to be times when adults struggle. But I really feel like if kids know that you're truly invested in them and that you love them, they will love you back. And so you can give that tough love when you need to. And you can give that constructive criticism when you need to, rather than being too lackadaisical versus way too strict. So you can kind of play both sides of it.
What are your goals for getting the girls, for improving the girls this year?
Well, we've got young girls, but we have a lot of potential with the girls that we actually have. So we're focusing right now, doing individual trainings, trying to figure out how to best help those girls, as well as do team bonding. That way on the court, it's like a family situation. It's not something that we're getting out there and necessarily running set plays or doing things that are so concrete there's no room for flexibility. Rather, if we develop on true basketball skills and true basketball knowledge, if something doesn't go as planned, our girls can adapt to that. So I think we have a lot of potential this year. I think the girls have grown a lot since we worked with them in summer, and even in the few short weeks we've been at school so far, they've come a really long way. So I think we're gonna make a good run this season. I think we're gonna do well. So.
Yeah. And you noticed growth, you said?
Yes, tremendously. Just doing one-on-ones this morning. I have a student that I actually coached her 7th and 8th grade, and now she's up at the high school as a 9th grader. And just being able to watch her evolve over the last several years, it's kind of just like a proud mama moment, you know? So you can see them change in so many ways, and even watching how she played in summer and watching her techniques now, whether it's just conditioning or weightlifting, she's definitely getting stronger, she's getting faster. And when you see these things in kids, it not only motivates them because they're getting the results, but it also makes us proud because they're putting in the work and it's definitely paying off.
Yeah. So are you a Spurs fan?
I am a Spurs fan.
Okay.
Johnny Moore was actually my first basketball coach. His daughter and I are the same age.
Johnny Moore, who's that?
Yes, he's a retired Spurs player.
Oh, okay.
So his daughter and I are the same age, so he actually coached us for 3 years doing our little CYO between the time we were about four to like 6-ish.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So then I was going to ask in terms of like your philosophies with basketball. I know the Spurs are like the NBA level
who
advanced.
can actually be Pop, right?
Yeah, but Popovich is like got to be, he's the greatest coach in basketball.
Well, I would completely agree with that. But I try to take what I've learned from just watching the game, and fortunately, coming from San Antonio, and that's some of the opportunities I've had, I've actually got to meet players that have played on the Spurs. I've actually had very long talks with David Robinson, which was really cool, because he's so involved in the community, and I think that's my favorite part of being a Spurs fan. So not only did I grow up there and watch like a dynasty evolve, but at the same time, they are a family. Like that is what they are. They're gonna do everything for each other, and there's no room for superstars. There's no room for people who are about themselves. If you are not about the unit, you are not a true Spur.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I like, and what I would like to push towards our girls, because if you work as a team, you're going to be successful. If you play team ball, you're going to be successful. If you're only trying to better yourself, it's not going to work, especially in a game like basketball.
Yeah, and that's hard, like to build that, to do the team building. You mentioned that. What are some of the things that you guys have been thinking about or doing?
We've talked, and we're gonna try to get some activities planned in the next couple weeks to the next couple months. We have really good camaraderie on our team anyways this season, which is really good. The girls are really familiar with each other. They motivate each other. So I think being up here all of June and just putting in those hours when everyone's on break, that's already team. I mean, that's already team building. We went to several camps, so there was a lot of travel time together, a lot of meals we got to sit and eat together. So I think all of those things will contribute to being a family team and a family unit rather than just a basketball team.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully, I know we've discussed some actual team bonding events, and so I'm hoping that we can implement those, like I said, in the next couple weeks to the next couple months.
Okay.
So.
Did you have anything that you wanted to say to parents in terms of them being entrusted with their kids?
I'm very excited to be here. Anyone who knows education or knows coaching knows that we're not here for the money or the fame, and that every child that comes on this court I absolutely love like my own. And I hope the parents know and believe in us and trust in us and know that we are going to do everything possible to allow their child to succeed and to help them succeed. And we just appreciate all of the support they provide, whether it's traveling to games or bringing water in, or just getting their children here at 5:50 in the morning so we can do individual practices. It's just all very appreciated. And I don't think we could ever say thank you enough, but thank you for allowing us to coach and mentor your children, because we thoroughly enjoy it.